This is a drift trike, for those who aren't aware of what these things are. Picked this up used about a month ago. Got a bit bored of having to pedal all the time to make it slide around, so it's time to take it to the next step. Get some electric power in this sucker and boost these back wheels. So what I've got here is got to do some work on this guy, really effectively replacing the back end to make room for motor, controller, and battery. Got all kinds of bits and pieces hooked up here. I'll give you some close-ups, but throttle control, power, speed control, etc. What do I have here? So this whole setup consists of brain power controller. This is a 36 48 volt brushless DC motor controller, 1000 watt capable, also capable of Hall sensors. It has cruise, pass, 3 speeds, throttle, brake, and all the other fluffy stuff that you always hear about. But we're not going to use all that for this. Really effectively, all I want is power, safety, some speed control, 3-speed control, and obviously the throttle control as well. That sucker was 75 bucks. This guy is a Dynami version 3. It's, for those of you that are into mountain biking like myself, this is actually from the Power Play series of Rocky Mountain bikes. This is a monster motor, very powerful, 1200 watts, 48 volts. It's typical 3-wire brushless motor control, brushless motor with Hall sensors, 127 newton meters of torque. I have actually bypassed the controller that came with this, because that's the whole reason why it was broken in the first place. So that's why you've got the brain power guy here. And then to juice it all up, got this monster, it's an iGo, 48 volt battery pack, a lithium ion battery pack, capable of 1200 watts. Again, it's pretty, sorry, not 1200 watts, 635 watts, I believe. 13 amp hour. Got that guy for $300 Canadian, which is a steal given what these things go for new. So that's going to be the juice for this guy. My plan is I'm going to learn how to weld. Never welded before, but I'm going to do some MIG welding. I want to replace that back end. I've got some, you don't see it off the camera here, but I'll show you later on in our next series of videos here. But I've got some 1 inch, 1.5 inch tubing to recreate that back end, so I can fit all these pieces in the back end. New axle. I've got to find a way to adapt the axle to hopefully these wheels. If not, I'm going to probably make my own. Might do some 3D printing to interface the hub with the axle system. I'm going to do some gearing here. I've got a El Cheapo 5-speed gear. You know, I'll be able to then choose what gearing I want. It's just going to be a direct drive, one of the gears. I've got to find a way to weld these things together. Haven't figured that out yet. But effectively, I've got a couple of hurdles to get over, and stay tuned. More videos to come as I go through this build progress.